Hey everybody, just give me 1 minute here. I'm gonna hop on here on my iPad so I can see what's going on and get to planning because we've got a lot to do. Or I've got a lot to do. You don't. Gonna hop over to the group. Hopefully I'll be able to see comments and everything now too. Let's give it a minute. Hopefully this will update. For some reason my iPad doesn't want to like actually play the video. It'll bring it up. Or it's just really delayed. It might be that. Because that doesn't look anything like my... Yeah, maybe. Okay. I think that's about it. Okay. Hey, everybody. I know there's nobody in here yet, but I've got a lot to do. So I'm going to kind of start flipping through my planner, start kind of doing what I'd plan on doing, and then when more people come in, I've got a lot to kind of talk over and go over. I have all of the releases from last week I was gonna kind of show you, and then I've got a lot of PVC stuff to kind of preview. So I will wait until there's actually some people in here though to do that. I'm gonna hop right on into planning. And I will say for those of you that are watching on a replay, feel free to move ahead, whatever. Etsy is running a sale, as I put in the description, through Sunday night. If you use code GET5, you'll get $5 off of orders of $25 or more. And I believe that's like pre-shipping and all that. With a caveat, I think you can use it across multiple shops. I'm pretty sure it's only one time per shop. But yeah, so it's a good time to grab some stuff from other Etsy shops and whatnot. Let's see. I'm trying to see like if I'm seeing comments or not. So if you're here, please feel free to say hey. But yeah, so like I said, I am gonna kind of get right into planning, wait for if anybody else shows up or a couple other people show up. I do have kind of like the last release to go over, and then a bunch of PVC stuff to show you what's new to the shop. So I'm gonna do that, like I said, in a little bit, give people some chance to join. I know Friday nights, especially in the fall, are busy for people, but unfortunately that's this weekend. It's the night that worked the best for me. And then next weekend, we're going to do another Friday night in the shop group. And then on Sunday, I will be live in the PVC shop group. So there's a couple of times to catch me next week too. So yeah, so it's been a minute since I've been here. I'll kind of go over I know I did my June the last time I did a live. So I'll kind of flip through it really quick. So this was June. I did a tailor month. July, I kind of did some random theming. August doesn't want to stay on, I guess. Oh, it's the cover page, I guess, came off. Which is kind of a rare event that doesn't really happen often, but it seems to have been happening more this year than it did last year. I don't know if I'm not gluing it as good or what. But anyway, August kind of did like a random theme, and then so for September is my Harry Potter theme. And as you can see, my September is very blank. So what I want to do tonight is plan my monthly for September, and then I also want to plan next week. So we got a lot going on and not a lot of time to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna grab I'm gonna start with, I think we're gonna do, again, I know I do this every year, but it's my favorite. Let me grab my last year planner, one of my last couple year planners, so I can show you what the plan is. And of course it's on the bottom of the stack of planners that I just, I just made a stack of planners, and it's on the very bottom of them. The two that I need. Or the two that I want to show you at least. These are my last 4 planners. Bullet journals at least. I'm in the middle of trying to reorganize all the chaos, and yeah. So I don't think I did it. This is my first year of my first bullet journal. I don't think I did this layout in my Harry Potter September this year. Oh yeah, I did. It's just not as complex. So like this was the start of it. But this is the vibe, progressing vibe that we're going for. So that was the first year. And this is the 2021. I don't remember, honestly, if I even did a cover page, because you know how 2020 was. Some days I was planning and some days I wasn't. Nope, I didn't do it that year. And then this is 2021. No, this is 2022, I think. Yeah, this is 2021. And this is when my September's got more fun. So this is the whole vibe we're going for. I'm gonna do like a, you know, Marauder, or not Marauders map, like a platform 9 3/4 kind of thing, you know, all of that. And then this was last year's. Same thing, same vibe. That's basically what we're gonna go for. So I'm gonna start right now while there's nobody on, getting my base color down, and that base color is gonna be the tea dye Dress Oxide. And then after I do that, I'm gonna get my brick stencil out, and we'll do the, I usually use Aged Mahogany, but you can use any brick color. I just find this color combo is a very, like, I use it for the Marauders map ones too. Oh, I liked my Honeydukes layout. I should do that for my last layout. Anyway, I find it like a good color combo. So that's what color combo we're gonna use for this month. Or this year, I guess. So when I do these pages, I use a notebook from Archer and Olive to get more pages. Kind of coming up to the end of this one. I'm gonna need more soon. Definitely before next year. And this is actually the bigger one. I do have one that's like the pages are slightly smaller. I don't know where I put that. So I will need to cut these pages down, which I'll do right now. And all I do for that is I basically just come in here and I kind of see, like, I think it will be like just too small, or just too, yeah, just too big if I go there. So I'm gonna go to the third line and just cut it. And I'm gonna stack them, so hopefully they're like kind of even. Which I feel like is always the kiss of death for these, but it is what it is. If you've been around here long, you know I try not to be like too super serious about. If it's a little uneven, it's a little uneven. It happens. Like that, that's definitely gonna be uneven. Okay, so like I said, there's gonna be a lot of inking. Just kind of generally laying some stuff down, and I don't want to get it like too dirty. So I'm gonna pull out this mat that I can ink on and not ink on my desk. It washes off, but sometimes it's just more hassle than it's worth. And because we're doing a big area, I am gonna grab one of these nice big boys. I'll cover a lot of area. It allows you to ink a lot faster. And because I do this specific color a lot, I have one that I just kind of keep with it. I don't even bother cleaning it. Let's move this up a little bit. Hopefully it'll help you see kind of everything more. So when I do this, I am just taking my brush and my ink pad and rubbing it all over, you know, kind of the general inking of it. This is just to lay like a base color down. This isn't even really like stenciling. This is just generally getting my ink on my page to kind of like, you know, have the colors in there. So because it's a lot of pages. I just kind of do it. And the good thing is these pages are, for the most part, going to be covered in brick and other stenciling. So it's not that big of a deal if I just kind of, you know, if it's a little bit uneven, if it looks a little worn, that's kind of the vibe. So it's okay if it's like not, you know, or if it is, like if it's even, that's fine. Because like I said, you're going to cover it anyway. Kind of move this around. I'm not used to using a mat, so I feel like it's like slipping. I did also get, excuse me, this little, I don't even know what you call it, but it's like hold your ink. And it's supposed to make it so it doesn't, like, it'll hold your pad for you. I'm not sure it fits very well. There you go. I had to kind of snap it in, which it wasn't. So I can just kind of take this, and you can see with this nice big brush, it really turns really easily. Not turns, I'm sorry. It really lays down ink really easily if you load it up with enough. And that's one of the other reasons I like to keep the ink on the brush for this color, because like I said, I do use it fairly frequently. I would say it's one of the most like used colors to cover a page for me, because I like that like parchment look. If I'm doing a parchment look, that's the color page I'm going to use, or the color ink I'm going to use pretty much. So I am just, once again, just kind of taking my ink and laying it all down. And I've got to basically do 6 pages of this. So that is why I am using this big one and getting it down and not caring if it is a little uneven, if there's like a little bit of white spot. Like I said, 2 things for that. You want it to look a little like distressed and a little uneven and a little, I don't want to say wonky, but kind of a little wonky. And then also you're going to be covering it. So for the most part, this is going to be covered anyway. I have noticed I've been getting a lot of ink on my hands and transferring, so I'm just going to keep a wet wipe right here that I can kind of, you know, use my fingers off of. And then it'll, if you do that and just touch it, it's going to give you a little bit of spots. So I'm going to try to keep it on this part that I haven't inked yet. But again, not a big deal if it's uneven, if it's... So it's been a minute, and there's a lot of good stuff coming up. The only thing I'm going to talk about is PBC next weekend. It's the Planner Boss Collective sale, which I linked in the description. If you're watching this on replay, it might be when the sale's already started. It might be when, you know, just a little bit later tonight. But the sale is running next weekend, which is the 22nd through the 24th. And my whole shop, other than our albums, is going to be 25% off. And then the code will be announced in here, on my Instagram, on the Planner Boss Collective Instagram, in that group, pretty much all over the place. So that sale runs, I believe I don't know if it's a noon start time or a 3 start time. Can't remember, on Friday, and then it'll run through Sunday night at 11:59. However, I do usually extend my sale. That being said, there's some perks of shopping like within the time of the sale, and I'll go over that as I kind of start talking about all the stuff. And like I said a little bit ago, it is 25% off other than albums. Albums just don't really go on sale. Except if you use the Etsy code this week, you can use it on that. I believe it'll take it off anything. So, what else? Oh, and then that's in my Etsy shop. And then I'm trying something out for the first time. I'm nervous about it. But as long as my test run goes well, which I'm hopefully going to do this weekend, I will also be doing fandom packs, which is not all of the like fandom items that I've sold in the past, but a select pack of like packs of them. So there's gonna be Hey, I see we're getting some people in now. Hi, welcome. There's going to be a couple different there's like 14 different packs. And these are all stencils that I have sold before. They've all been like limited time kind of things. People have been asking to bring them back. So I decided to bring them back, but in a different capacity. I am making, hang on, my September monthly calendar because it's like mid-month and I haven't done it. I don't know why I said we. I'm doing my platform 9 3/4 one like I usually do in September. So it's going to look like that in the end. Or I don't know if you saw that. The camera's kind of wonky. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So right now I'm just laying down, getting the pages inked up with this like tea dye parchment papery color. And then as soon as I'm done with that, we're going to start doing the brick and all that. So I'm just kind of yapping because I think, what color ink is it? No, it's fine. It's tea dye. This is my favorite for a parchment paper color. Absolutely ask questions. I love when people ask questions because sometimes I'm like just yapping about nothing. So please feel free to ask questions. This is tea dye. The two colors I'm going to be mainly using are tea dye, which is this base like parchment color, and then aged mahogany will be the other color that I use for the bricks. It's just my like go-to for parchment paper. There are some other, like depending on what shade of parchment kind of you want. Like this brush corduroy isn't a bad one. There's an antique linen, but I find that a little yellowy. You could even use like a regular, one of the other browns. It does, yeah. I know, but these are actually, I've done, like this is actually the ink inked. And the problem with like printables is that unless you're inking them, unless there's just like, it's a printable and you just ink your ink on it, that color isn't going to specifically match because your inks are all kind of set differently. That's why like some sticker shops, like, you know, they could have the same colors with different printers. Like if sticker shops have different printers, like some of them just look a little different. So that's why I kind of like that. I don't have I could just put the names on them, write the names on them. I just haven't. But I do like that. You can't really tell on that one, but I tried to kind of do like dark on one side and fade it out on the other. So I can kind of get like, this is a good color, I think, to show you. I'm trying to line it up with the lens. Like a dark on this side and then like a lighter. So I could kind of see like what the color looked like in like different like pressures. And then I can actually visually see, like here, let me adjust this. This is my ink storage and I can just like visually see the colors as I'm sitting here because the name doesn't really matter. Sometimes I'm looking for a specific one. Lost Shadow, is that the new gray one? I think that's one of the new gray ones, right? It's one of the only ones I don't have swatched actually, which is pretty funny. That should hopefully be, yeah, Lost Shadow. I actually haven't really used this that much. I think I used it for something. I don't remember what. I think it was in my bullet journal. Let me look. It might have been this like, anyway. But yeah, so because the like names don't really mean as much as like what the actual color looks like, that's why I just did it myself. And honestly, like also partially that when I did all of this, I didn't have a printer. So it was kind of just like I had some sticker paper, had a little bit of time, I cut strips, and I just used Q-tips because I didn't want to like keep cleaning brushes and all that. So, hi Danielle, how are you? Okay, I'm gonna move this out. Just keeps my desk clean when I'm working on like a regular page. Okay. Is the door page sleeve easy to attach? Yeah, I'll show you how I do it, but basically I just use like a tape runner and like, you know, whatever, run it down here, and then I fold it. Like I attach it and let it sit for a second, and then I fold it back, and then I just kind of keep pressing it to hopefully seal it a little bit better. But you'll see in a minute if you're sticking around, or if not, it'll be, you know, on the replay. So, all right, just gonna make sure, double check that that's the right page. And again, I'm just still working on this tea dye in the background. This light keeps like, I hope you can't see it on the video. It's really bothering me because it's flickering. I've noticed this year my bullet journal is, I don't know if it's like all the extra pages I've added, but this crease in between is a lot like more noticeable than it ever has been. This is by far the longest part of this layout. Just because it just takes, it takes a while to ink these pages. I do find like this kind of brush, they need an airbrush. Yeah, right. I don't know if I would want an airbrush in my journal though. Like I feel like that would be too much, like, too saturated. I don't know. Too much like water. The pages would probably, I mean the pages would definitely curl. I am liking this little mat thing I got. It keeps your ink, so like when I'm doing it, it's not moving. And this big brush definitely helps when you're like covering a page. Like doing this with a smaller brush is just super tedious. I'm being a little picky, not pickier, but like a little more, one of the like janky like Wish type sites, I can't remember which one, but they do have them for sale at other places. I've seen several other ones. I'll find a little thing. I'll find a link and link it in the comments. I was actually, I had seen it. I was ordering some stuff for my make and take for SGS, and I was like, I'll just add this on. So I will link it. Yes, when you're inking with one hand, it's definitely nice. It still does kind of move a little bit, but it's definitely way easier than if you didn't. Usually, like when even if I'm inking with one hand, I'll usually just kind of hold it, so it's not like that big of a deal. But like if you were holding a stencil down or anything and not washing it. Hi, Angela, how are you? Okay. Like I said before, this is a very, like, this doesn't matter that much. I'm going to cover so much of it anyway. Actually, these two pages are probably the ones that are going to have the least amount of coverage. So these are probably the ones that matter more than the rest of them. But it doesn't really matter. It's supposed to look distressed. It's supposed to look like aged and weathered and not even. They are, yeah. Another PVC is always coming up. Another PVC is already coming up. Now that there's more people in here, once I'm done doing this specific part, I'm gonna switch gears really quick and kind of do a rundown of PVC. And then I'll get back to this. And also I just want like a 5-minute break from my hands, like doing this. Danielle, yes. For planners, yes. Absolutely for planners. And absolutely for like people that don't ink often. It's the easiest to do. It's the most forgiving for sure because it blends and it smooths and it won't bleed. Now, I won't say it won't ghost, and like if your planner paper is super thin, it could ghost, but in general it's like the most forgiving. It's not going to bleed through paper. Make your little brother do it. That's pretty funny. It's the most forgiving, and there's a pretty good range of colors. Now, that being said, like I do use other inks. His regular distress line, not oxides, it is nice because they come in the minis. Like these aren't them obviously, but they're these like 1 by 1 inch type cubes. And those are nice because first of all, like you can get more of them for the same price as like 1 ink pad for this. Like you get 4 of them for around the same price, so you can get more colors faster. But that being said, I think these are just the most versatile and easy to use for planners. So if you're doing a planner or anything where you like use both sides of the paper, I would definitely say oxides. If you're doing like card making or scrapbooking where like you really only use one side of the paper, you can get away with alcohol inks, and there's a ton of different like alcohol inks or dye inks. And I do have some of them, and I do use some of them because like his regular distress inks you can get away with in a planner if you do it very carefully. The distress crayons, I use those very differently. I tend to use those, sorry to like go on a tangent here. I pretty much only use those. I haven't figured out how to use them not this way, in a way that you could use like stencils. So what I do with those is I use these daubers and these, and what I'll do is I will like spritz water very lightly on this, so like with a spray bottle, and then color on with this, and then it makes it like an ink. That's the only way I figure out how to use it with a stencil. Well, that's not true. If you have a stencil with a big enough opening, you can kind of like color in it, and then you can take like a baby wipe or like a damp paper cloth and kind of like rub it in. But it's just kind of picky, I guess, would be the best. I do like distress crayons, but I just don't use them very often. But if you're gonna stencil with them, that's pretty much the only way I've had success to stencil with them. But you're welcome. Yes, PVC is very exciting. I have some exciting news. And it's the first in a couple of things that are coming up that I'm pretty excited about. So it's the only thing I'm gonna talk about tonight because the rest of them are still kind of in the works. But I have some things coming up that are exciting, but nothing that is more of a discount than PVC. So like at that point, like, you know, whatever. And while I'm here and thinking about it, if you are looking to shop in my shop or any other shops this weekend, Etsy shops, Etsy itself is running a sale. It is $5 off an order of $25 or more, pre-shipping, with the code GET5. It does say that some shops are excluded. I don't know what the exclusions are, but as far as I know, it's in my shop. They told me it was in my shop. I don't know. What's cool about this is that Etsy is doing this. So like if you order, like normally if I were to give you a $5 discount, like it would come out of my profit, in my like, you know, whatever. Etsy is giving it. So I would get the full amount. So like if you want to buy a stencil album, like you can take $5 off with this. Normally my stencil albums aren't discounted. And that kind of thing. So, and I believe that you can use it across like so like you could use it in my shop. You can go over to Peanut Butter Taco and buy a Bookworm Life planner with it, as far as I know. And you could use it like several times. So if you're shopping this weekend on Etsy, definitely try this Get 5 code if you're doing over $25. That's not a sale I'm running. It's a sale Etsy's running. I don't know exactly all the details. Okay, let me give myself a break from this because we have all our tea dye inked up. And I'm going to switch gears really quick and kind of run through PVC stuff because there's a lot of it. So let me put this to a side. Okay, so PVC. Lots going on. It runs next weekend. So Friday, I'm drawing a blank on the time. It's either noon or 3. All the details will be listed again in the shop, you know, in the next few days and basically like all week. And it runs through Sunday night at midnight. If you've been around for other PVCs, you know I always keep it open through at least Monday, usually like Tuesday or Wednesday, just because I'm the person that always forgets and I'm always like, crap. So I like to keep it open. And if I get like overwhelmed with orders, I'll probably close it earlier, but pretty much through Monday, of course. That being said, as you'll find out earlier, there are some things that are going to end Sunday night. So let's get through everything. First, I want to do a quick rundown of last week's release. It was the Halloween and fall. I wanted this released for PVC, but I didn't, you know, I wanted to do Christmas and I wanted to do some general stuff. So I didn't want to kind of like overwhelm all the releases at once. So kind of spread them out a little bit. We have this Halloween borders, which is a really fun, like washi one. And then I've also included a couple of the inserts so you could get like the details on that, like the windows on the haunted house and the faces on the pumpkins and all that. So that was the Halloween borders. And this first set that I'm going to show you is already out. It's already in the shop. You can start adding that to your cart now. And then the next set is going to be the Christmas release is going to be, I think I said I'm releasing that on Tuesday. I think I'm doing the Christmas release on Tuesday and then like a vintage release on Thursday. And that way, like, you can see everything and it's kind of separated out, but they'll all be available to load your cart Thursday night. Okay. And then number 2 was this Ghosties one. And you're going to kind of see a little bit of this come back later. You will get the ghost stencil and then you will also get these little Ghosties inserts. So you can do the faces on them, which is a fun one. If I can find it before my next live, I have a glow-in-the-dark embossing powder that I did with the last time I did ghost pattern, and it glows in the dark, and it's so cool. Okay. More stuff. I'm just going to run through this stuff kind of quick. So we have a bone font and the numbers. We have autumn. We have like several different wreaths, and some people have said they like our wreaths, so one is more of those, which are great for like, you know, journaling or like covers on things. So there's 3 different wreaths this time. Here is a skull and bone pattern, a falling leaf pattern, some mushrooms. This is one of my favorites, little dancing skeletons. And then we have the 2-piece floral pumpkin. So how I would do this is I would lay this down, put a lighter color, and then I would, this is tangled up, lay this one down, and then you get all your details with a different color. And then this one is a really fun one. It's the pumpkin patch. I have a project in mind, and I need to go get the supplies for it, hopefully to do next week. But this, I think, would look so cute on it, and I'm really hoping I get the stuff for it. And then we have a falling leaves one. So that's the set that released last week. That is already all in the shop. It's our autumn and fall stuff. Kind of ran a little late putting it out, so I wanted to get it out before PVC and not to lump it all in together. Okay, so then the second set of items, I have to kind of separate this out because there's going to be 2 releases next week, but they'll both be available for PVC. And I'm really excited about both of them. I'll show you the Christmas stuff first because I think I said I'm going to do Christmas on Tuesday and then the vintage stuff on Thursday. So the first couple things, this is what I'm super, super, super excited about. A couple people have asked for more layout stencils because they're really convenient when you are running behind and have a lot to do, which we all do at the holidays. So these are 2 separate layout stencils. I have them all named and I don't have the names on me, so don't ask me what they're named. But this one is like, I think this was Deck the Halls and this was down the chimney layout. You'll also get the layout, the chimney insert, and then you will get all of these boxes and the gift box. That's not the gift box. And the gift box, the anti-stencils with that. So you'll get all of those with that. But yeah, this is one I'm really excited about. Well, 2 I'm really excited about. I think they're going to be fun. It's going to be an easy layout at Christmas when things are always so chaotic, and I always need an easy layout because I'm constantly running behind on that one. So yeah, so that's that one. And then kind of trying to separate this as I'm pulling them out. I know a lot of people love our sweater pattern, so I want to do a specifically like Christmas one with the Christmas trees and stuff. So there's a Christmas sweater pattern. And then this one is fun. Another thing people have said they like is our build your own ones. So this is the build your own snow globe, and you will get all the insert pieces like of the snow globe. And then this is the snow globe with the tree. You can also not do the tree and do the candy cane or the gingerbread man or the snowman, and you'll get all those insert pieces with it. So that's the build your own snow globe. And there's one more build your own. Can't remember. Oh, we'll get to that. And then we also have a candy cane insert, candy cane and dots, and you will get a couple of these little candy canes you can add in there and kind of, you know, do your colors, 2 colors kind of thing. And I think that comes with 2 or 3 little candy canes that you can use to kind of, you know, block out some of the colors and whatnot. And then we have the down the chimney. This is just a bigger version of just the chimney that you can kind of use for like a tracker or like the background of something, like background, and put some Christmas pictures and stuff with it. That's a 2-piece one as well. So this one I would do the kind of the same thing. Hey, Cynthia. So I would lay this down, put kind of like the tea dye if that's the background color I wanted, and then put this down and do my red bricks and, you know, my Santa and all that. And then we have, this is, I believe, Christmas Eve Village. So we've done a lot of these 2-parter ones, which again, I would do like my night sky, maybe put some yellow in there for the windows. Yeah. And then I put this in and get Santa in there and whatnot. And then we've got Christmas ornament pattern. Got some patterns here. We've got gingerbread swirl pattern. I did show you the candy cane one a minute ago. Pine tree doodles. An angel pattern, which I really love. And then this is another one I really love. This is just like repeating kind of like that Christmassy, like repeating of words type pattern. Just joy, love, and peace, or peace, love, and joy. And then we have another wreath that you can use. This is our joy wreath. You could also block out the joy and just use the like garland for a wreath and put like December in the middle or whatever you wanted. And then our last build your own is a little build your own village. And you also will get the little inserts for the houses that you can put like the details of the windows and everything on there. So like you could put your house down and then add these windows in and get your window color and everything like that in there. So that's the build your own village. I'm not gonna bother putting them all in, but you get the point. So that is all of the Christmas stuff. I think there are 14 because I'm a Christmas girly. So you give me Christmas stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to town on this. Okay, so then the second set of releases for next week, which I believe I said I just dropped all of my houses. The second set of releases for next week, which I think I'm going to do on Thursday, is going to be a, like, kind of a basic-y, vintagey vibe of just some, like, staple stencils that I think you can use in any kind of inking. You're starting bullet journaling, just kind of like some basic stuff that kind of crosses, like there's some of the first ones that I think like in my head I would want. Okay. And this is, I think I'm just calling it like a vintage release, but it's kind of like a basic-y, like staples release. Again, along with the layouts, people have asked for just like a basic layout. They could just do boxes without having to think. So this is going to be our journaling basics layout. Actually, I think I designed it for this way, but obviously you can turn it either way. And you will also get all of the anti-stencils to go with that. Thank you. I have been working my butt off on these. I love pretty much all of them. And I won't tell you which ones I don't like. No, I'm just kidding. I like them all. So yeah, so you'll get all the anti-stencils with this and the box. Obviously the outer stencil. And then this is gonna be, I'm gonna try to do more of those. I know people like having a basic layout that they don't have to think about. And this is our, I think I called this Crackled. So this is kind of another one that'd be fun to do like a bright color on the background and then like go over this in like black or gray and let like that crackling be that bright color. And then this kind of, I didn't know if I should put this in Christmas or in staples, but I figured you use gift tags for other holidays and other things other than Christmas. So I left it with the staples. This is a gift tag one. And obviously, like, you know, you could use these for boxes. You could use these to actually just make some gift tags. And you'll also get the anti-stencils for these as well. So that's just like gift tags. You can use it to like make a layout with different gift tags, would be really cute. You can use it to like let kids color gift tags and just cut them out kind of thing. Okay, I'm trying to save my like 4 favorites for, and I did, okay. And then there is journaling basic banners. So just some fun ones that you could put for headers and that kind of thing. And then my 4 favorites. I'm trying to think, okay. This is just kind of like a generic script. That's just kind of like a nice scripty background that like I would put. My friend Alex did, I sent her these and she did like a tea dye color and then put this in like a dark brown and it looks so good. So that's one of my favorites. And then these 2 coordinate. We have coffee rings and coffee stains. So just another good basic that you can use a lot across a lot of different type of layouts, a lot of different planners, a lot of different crafts, that kind of thing. But I've been meaning to do coffee stains for so long. I don't know why it has taken me so long, but coffee rings specifically, but like a good coffee stains I think is always good to have. And then my very favorite is this torn edges one. And I actually did the edges so that you could use the tears in those as well. So you can use like this and ink this with the torn edge, or you could ink all of it and then have this is the torn edge, or this is the torn edge, or this is the torn edge, or this is, and it's all different. And then you will also get the anti-stencils here. So like if you're using one of the edges and you don't want it to color through, you could do that. Or if you just want to block this down as it, like it was torn and ink over it, you'll get all of those stencils and the stencil and the 3 anti-stencils with that. But the edges is really cool because like, you know, you could like put it here and then ink this and have that as like the torn edge, or like change it up and put this as the torn edge, or that could be the torn edge, or like that could be the torn edge. So yeah, this is my absolute favorite of them all. And I can see myself doing other like patterns of the same concept of torn edges, but I think this is probably my favorite like basic inking stencil. Okay, so that is the Staples set. I don't, like basics, vintage, I don't even know, like I said, I don't know exactly what I'm calling it, but that is everything for PVC. That's all the new stuff. That'll be on Etsy, like I said, 25% off, you know, the whole song and dance of PVC. We've done this a few times, so I feel like everybody kind of gets it by now. That being said, I have gotten a ton of requests for more. Actually, let me do freebies first. Let's go over freebies, because freebies will be kind of the more understandable part of this. So freebies, as always, I've done some swaps with some shop owners. So for the first 20 orders, we have some sampler packs of different shops. I don't have them all on me right now, so I won't show you even any of them. I know I've got Marie Italian Plans, Peanut Butter Taco. Who else do I know I have in? 605 Vibes, plannershit.com, I think is one of them. Moody Cat, I think, and I can't think about the others, but I think there's like 8-ish shops. I'm still waiting on 1 or 2. Okay, so the first 20 orders on Friday when the sale starts, we'll get that. All orders will be getting this little ghost, which these are actually larger versions of the ghosty stencils. You get just this part, and I think this will look so cool to hold down and do like a black ink around or a dark ink around and then have that white. It's gonna look so good. But yeah, so every order will get the little ghosty. And then orders over $15, and that's after the discount, before shipping. You know I'm in my friendship bracelet era. You're gonna get this friendship bracelet. It says create, and they actually glow in the dark. And I made them like a little bit bigger so that it should, and they stretch pretty big. They should fit everybody's wrists. But I couldn't stop making friendship bracelets, so I wanted to make them because you guys are awesome. And yeah, I think the friendship bracelet thing is really cool. So I just really wanted to do that for you guys. So yeah, so orders over 15, we'll get that. And then every $15 after that, so like at 30, at 45, at 60, and at 75, I think are the 4, is going to get one of these 4 ghosts. So kind of like the rest of the set. You, after 75, there's a $100 one. And then, so you'll get one of the 4 randomly, or like 2 of the 4 or 3 of the 4. But if you get all 4, you'll get all 4. Like you'll get the full set. I'll try, I won't double them. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that is every 15 after the $15 for the bracelet, and then up to 75, and then orders of 100 or more will get this, and you'll get everything. Like you'll get like the bracelet at 15. If you spend 30, you'll get the next one. If you spend, you know, you'll get like everything at 100. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm not explaining this well, but that's the thing. So again, the first order on Friday, we'll get the sampler pack, and then these are all, this is my favorite one. Put a lot of love into my friendship bracelets. And if I need to make more, oh darn. Oh, sad. I definitely hate making friendship bracelets. I love it. I'm obsessed. I'm so excited to make more for the movie, and then more for my next year. I just will never stop making friendship bracelets, apparently. And I'm not mad about it. Okay, cool. Okay, so then after that, this is where it gets a little bit complicated, but not really, but maybe a little bit for me. I'm still testing it, so not 1000% sure, but I have to run a test this weekend. I have been working all week on opening a Shopify site, so not moving away from Etsy. I'll still stay on Etsy, but I wanted to test it out, so I thought a good way to test it out would be that on PVC weekend, Saturday and Sunday only, it'll start Saturday at midnight and it'll end Sunday at midnight, and I don't extend these. I will be selling, there's 14 packs that I've decided on, some of our fandom packs. So some of the Disney stuff, a couple of the Harry Potter things. People have asked to bring them back. Packs are just easier for me, that I can kind of do them ahead of time and have them done. Hopefully be able to send them out pretty fast. So there's going to be the full set of the 14 princess stained glass ones. People have asked to bring that back. There's going to be one pack that's going to be the Nightmare Before Christmas. The font, so the upper lowercase and numbers, as well as the Nightmare Before Christmas stencil. One pack will be the Hocus Pocus stencil, which is 2 stencils, the Spell on You and the Spell on You Sisters. One pack, which is Halloween at the Parks, so like a Disney Halloween one, which is 3 stencils, and it's the Mouse Bat, the Mouse Potion, and the Pumpkin Mouse. And then there's going to be Christmas at the Parks, and it's going to be 4 stencils, which is the Mouse Gingerbread Man, the Mouse Lights Wreath, and the Pumpkin Mouse. And then there is the Juiced pack, which is the Beetlejuice 1 and 2 stencils. 2 stencils. The Mansion pack, which is the Haunted Mansion, uppercase, lowercase font, the icons, and then the California Mansion. And then there is the Parks pack, so like a good vacation pack, which is the Mouse Fireworks, the Magical World Icons layout, the Magical World Tour, and the Spaceball pattern. And then there's the Castles pack, which is the Castle Fireworks layout, the Castle, Magical Castle Variety, and the Magical Line Castle. Yeah, I think that's just a stencil, not a layout. And then there is Main Street Vacation, which is, this is the vacation one, sorry. The, my live video is interrupted. Okay, I think it's back. Main Street Vacation, which is 5 stencils. It's the ears pattern, the magical balloons, magical planes, magical snacks, and magical souvenirs. And then I have a couple Harry Potter ones. The World of Magic, which is 4 stencils. It's the large book stars, the smaller magical map, the wizard candy, and the platform layout. The Wizard Castle pack, the Magic School pack, which is the house crest, the castle sizes, the Potions Master, and the Sorting Hat. And then the House Crafts pack, which is 4 stencils. It's the 4 house crests. And that is it. So, some of the ones that people have asked to bring back. Yeah. So, those are all different prices, depending on like how many stencils and the size of the stencils. And then you'll also be able to take the 25% off for PVC. Only those will be available on the Shopify site, just because I've not done orders through there and I wanted to test it out. In a little bit of a pressure, but also like not as high pressure as a full PVC orders. If you do order from there and order from the Etsy shop, and message me on Etsy, I will combine just an order from Shopify and Etsy. Like, I won't combine multiple orders across Etsy just because during sales it's too hard. But because I'm like making you order on a different site, for that, I will combine an Etsy order and a Shopify order for the packs. I think that is it as far as, I'm like nervous, I think, because I'm like tearing this apart. I think that's it as far as PVC stuff goes. I do still have to run a test with the Shopify, so that is not 100% set in stone. As long as it goes off okay, I will be doing it though. I know people have really wanted PVC stuff or Disney stuff and Harry Potter stuff. That's kind of the only way I really want to test it out. I don't want to like bring it all in, but like I said, I will combine one Shopify order with one Etsy order. It's just, you know, how we'll be able to get the link to buy from Shopify. I will post it. You can go to it right now. It's not up. It's just password protected, so you can just see the site kind of. It's just OOTP stencils. So like my social media handles at ootpstencils.myshopify.com. And there'll be pictures of everything up when it's up. It's password protected at the moment just because like I'd like to eventually have both sites running with all my listings. So I do actually have all of my listings loaded on there right now. I'm going to take them down for PVC just because, like I said, it's going to be a lot of going across. But I wanted to test it out, but I'm not comfortable enough in it to like run the whole sale through that. So, and that'll at least give me like it's 2 days and I can pull the plug on it. But I'll post all those details, like in very explicit details in here, on Instagram, on everything. It'll be pretty obvious when I do it. So I do have to run the test though. And probably this weekend, I'll just have, somebody help me out, run the test and see how it goes. So we shall see. Okay. Let's get back to this because I would like to have some time to keep prepping tonight because I'm doing a lot of prep work for this. I had no intention of starting a Shopify. I really had no intention of doing anything with it until much later. And my friend Monica was talking about a class that she is taking that is like doing stuff with it and how she's like, you know, trying to figure some stuff out because all this other stuff, and you know, she wants to use it for something other than her shop, and because she needs a Shopify to order through some stuff and for her shop and all this other stuff. And so I was just listening to her and I was like, oh, I wonder how hard it'd be to set up. And my little rabbit hole kicked in and she's like, I've been working on this for so long. And I was just like, I am going all in. And I am reading it, not even reading everything. I'm just going to start playing because I'm like very not calculated all the time. I'm just like, go all in, start playing with it. And it's fun. I love it. I actually really like the site. It's going to be really pretty when and if I get it launched. So I'm excited about it. I'm just a little like overwhelmed by it all. Okay. So how I do this is that I'm going to continue to just ink on this first before I put everything down. But I want to make sure that they are the right way. So I kind of try to like lay them out first. And I want the rounded edges to be with the rounded edges of my bullet journal. So, okay. Oh, and I forgot to add. Again, if you order on Shopify and on Etsy, I will combine one Etsy order and one Shopify order for freebies and all that other stuff. Okay, yeah, it's new and exciting. That's I get in my little like, ooh, squirrel. We could do this. Why take a class when I could just play around? And what if I... and then that's consumed my whole week, and why I'm currently slightly behind on where I would like to be with getting stuff ready for PVC, because I've been doing that all week because I can. And my little chaotic brain thinks it's a good idea to do the most chaotic thing possible. Okay, so actually let me grab one other thing I want to do, because it's just going to make my life easier. That is not big enough. Dag nabbit. Oh, hang on 1 second. I'm going to go across the room to grab something real quick. I'm working on anti-stencils for circles. I haven't decided on the sizes I want yet, but it's gonna be perfect for blocking out our platform 9 3/4. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit and use that. Okay, so I'm gonna slightly cheat and use this anti-stencil. Yeah, I am. The most chaotic thing I could possibly do was try to start a website right before a huge sale, the biggest sale of the year. Because why not? Wouldn't be fun if I wasn't doing the most chaotic thing I could. Ooh, I could show you something else, since I tend to not use, you know, a loose sheet of paper. This is fun. This is another new toy. These are sticky mats. And I don't know, now I'm kind of wondering, like, because of the ink on the background, I don't want it to stick too much. But these are sticky mats. And you can kind of stick your stencil down. I feel like it's like slightly too narrow to do this. It probably is. Hi, Shelby. Yeah. It's slightly too narrow. I'm not even gonna play with it, but like if I was going, I guess I could go this way. Or this was too narrow, right? Yeah, let's try it. I feel like a lot of card makers have started using this kind of sticky mat. Yeah, this is just not sticky. How are you? I miss you. I feel like I haven't talked to you in 10 years. Yeah, it's like a sticky mat, so like you could theoretically have your card down and like have your stencil, and you don't have to wash it. I don't know if it's my mat. I think I just need to re-sticky it. The last time I used it, it's not. I think you could theoretically use like a silhouette or a Cricut mat too for it, but yeah. Anyway, back to washing things down. Alright. Let's just stick with our washi because it is tried and true. I do kind of like doing it on a loose leaf paper though, because I can like turn it and all of that. Okay, so like I said, I am going to use the H Mahogany. And if you missed it earlier, I got this fun sticky mat that like allows you to like stick it down. And it doesn't move, which is really fun. And super easy. My washi is kind of sticking over on top here. I don't want it to give it like a ridge right there. So I'm just gonna do my thing, and because I want it to look weathered, I am gonna kind of like, some places I'm not gonna press as hard, some places I'm gonna add more ink. I'm gonna let it kind of, you know, look uneven, look like weathered bricks. you know, look like something that's been around the wizarding world forever. So how's everybody doing tonight? How's your weekends and everything been? Or starting, I guess. Thank God. I've been waiting all week for the weekend so I could have time to do more work. Okay. Then I'm just going to pick this up to do more PVC stuff. It just seems like it's never ending. I've been working on this for like 3 months. Not 3 months, like a month and a half. And I still have so much to do. Okay. So that's pretty much what my weekend's gonna be, other than our monthly planner meetup on Sunday. I will be in my office, working my butt off, hopefully figuring the last bits of Shopify out and all of that good stuff. Oops. Look at this washi tape. I guess I should have curled it under and let that hold the paper. Oh, fun. Like any specific festival, or like a church festival, or like a fall festival, I don't know, any kind of festival. I know my nephew's, he's in kindergarten. His new school has a festival next weekend, and I'm like, yeah, that's PVC weekend, sorry. I will donate money. Next weekend is a no-go for me. I've got too much going on. Uh-oh, I'm really far off on that side. I'm gonna have to adjust this in a minute. And like I said, the good thing about the brick is that you can vary. Peanut festival. Oh, you're in Georgia. That makes sense. Makes perfect sense. I'm gonna be in Georgia in a couple weekends. My chaotic summer of doing, well, not really summer. My chaotic year of doing the absolute craziest stuff you could think of is having one last hurrah. I'm going to a concert. I literally don't know like half of the songs from the band. I'm flying to another state to go to a concert for a band that I literally don't know half the songs of. It's fine. Okay, so before I switch it over, I am gonna kind of roll my thing and get my washi in this. Lift this up. I just want these pages, this circle specifically, to kind of match up, so I'm gonna match it up here and then stick this side. Who am I going to see? Jonas Brothers? Yeah, they're gonna know like 3 other songs. I don't even know what I'm doing. It's gonna be funny. This is like the one that I'm like, why am I going to this? It'll be fun. It's a concert. It'll be fun. Okay. Yeah, this is one I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, did I tell you guys? In the most chaotic way, I have one more set of Taylor tickets. They're coming here, and they've already been to Detroit. It was actually a night we had like this massive storm. I'm still trying to find Taylor tickets for when she comes back to the US. But I get to go to Italy and see her. I'm so excited. Speaking of music and concerts, I cannot be the only one here old enough. Well, no, I know I'm not the only one here old enough. NSYNC, are we getting a reunion tour? I would be so excited. Have you guys heard that rumor? Oh, I know they'll be even harder to get than Taylor tickets, but I really hope it happens. Is a friend going to Ireland to see her? Awesome. I literally signed up. I told Alex, I was like, I'm just gonna sign up. Maybe we'll get something. Like, maybe we'll go. Like, ha ha ha. And like, her and I have talked about going to Italy for our 40th birthdays, because we were born the same year. For like a couple years. And we've been like, when we're 40. And so then I was like chaotic, and I was like, well, we could go to London to see her. Like, hey, it'd be a fun little trip. You know, just a little jaunt across the pond to see Taylor. And so I signed up for all of her shows in Europe to get like a code. And the only one I got was for Milan, which is like, we were like, I mean, this feels like fate, right? Like, because we've been talking about going to Italy. And I got tickets, so we're going. Okay, so gotta plan it all out. It's gonna be next summer, so there's gonna be a little bit. I'm gonna be on vacation for a little bit next summer, guys. Better get your stencils now. Help me fund my trip. Okay, so there is this is gonna be the outside page, and then I'm gonna do like the platform 9 3/4 and whatnot. That's just kind of, I just draw it in, so I'll do that later. And then I do want to, this will be the inside of it. And I do like doing like a little bit of a brick pattern. Not a ton, but just enough to give it like, put these to the side. Just enough to give it like the distress look. So I'll do this platform 9 3/4 after. Or while we're like talking at the end. So now I'm gonna give it like this, like distressed type look. I'm like losing my train of thought. Ireland would be so cool though. I was kind of hoping it was like a different country. Because like of all the places in Italy, Milan was probably like my least, the place I wanted to go least. However, like, there's gonna be some really cool stuff. Like, I didn't know that is where they have, like, the original Last Supper painting, which I'm really excited about. Like, I think that's so cool. And it's like a good base, you know, a good start of a trip. And then we're gonna go to Rome for sure. We haven't really figured out the rest of it, so. But Ireland is probably like, if I could pick one of the others and it wasn't London, which I'm just a London girly, like that's always been like, other than Italy, like the place that I've like loved the most. So, Dublin and London and Italy were probably my three, would have been my top choices. But I very quickly got waitlisted in Italy. So, I mean in Dublin and in London. Which is a huge bummer, but, you know, like I said, Italy has been the dream for so long. I can't be upset about it. I'm so excited. I just wish I could get tickets when she comes back here. Because, like, after all that, I'm not going to want to give it up. The other thing I'm really bummed about is that it's, like, so hot in Italy in the summer. And I don't think I'm going to be able to take my pretty jean jacket, which is a bummer, because I love it. And it's so awesome. But I'm definitely going to wear it to the movies that I already have 2 sets of tickets to see. And I still want to try to go to the drive-thru too. Or drive-in, not drive-thru, obviously. Let me do a quick little touch up here. Just gonna try to like get rid of this little, not really working. My nephew, I don't know if you guys can hear that. My nephew's yelling, "Do you want a cookie?" He's so funny. He's such a cutie pie. And then my other nephew's crying. Okay, so that is the outside pages. And then I will also still, what kind of paper? This is Archer and Olive. It is their, let me see if I can find it. Their notepads. So they sell notepads. They sell an all white one, and I don't know where mine is. I have like an all white paper one. They do sell these notepads. This is the Neapolitan one. So it's got like black, white, and craft paper. And then I think they sell some other, I think they still sell some other colored ones. This is one from a while. Purple, blue, like a rainbow one. I know they did a pastel one for a while. They sell it in, this I believe is the no, not B6. This is the A5 one, I think. So this is a little bigger. I cut it down. I don't think anybody was even on live when I cut these pages down a little bit. But it is Archer and Olive paper, so like the dots and everything kind of line up with my Archer and Olive notebook. So they do sell that. You can also just get dot grid insert paper from other places as well too, though. So let me grab what I wanted to do on these is, oh my gosh, why isn't this, there it is. I wanted to do a little bit of like magic-y stuff. I need to do a mood checker on one side. And we'll do that. And we'll actually use the, if I have it in here. I don't even know if I have it in here. Oh, this is one of the ones that'll be in one of those packs, the fandom packs. So we'll use that one. And maybe, I don't think I want to do letters this year. I always do letters. Maybe I should do potions bottles. Or I could do candy. I can do snitches. A lot of snitches though. I could do, oh, sorting hats would be cute. I could do sorting hats. Okay. So let's put, oh wait, I wouldn't put sorting, like, what do you call them? The footprints on diagonally. That's not how it goes. This is gonna be, we're gonna do stars though. We're gonna do some of the book stars. That's definitely more like it. The goal is to kind of make it look like a little bit distressed. I'm gonna put a lightning bolt in here too. Real faint. Give it a little bit of like a grungy texture and look. Now this is supposed to be my one goodbye in a day. So I'm just gonna write that in here. I just forget that this pen specifically kind of gunks up on oxides. Let's find, actually let's do, I don't want to use a Sharpie because that'll bleed. Choices. That gold is not a very good, I used to have a really good pen for this and I can't remember where I put it. Actually, let's just use like a, I can use a ballpoint. If it wants to write, which I guess it doesn't. It really doesn't want to write either. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Actually, I could just use a marker, which is what we'll do. So I have to have 30, right? September is 30. Why am I second guessing how many days of the month September is? Yeah, 30. Goofball. Alright, let's start here. Light keeps flickering and it is really annoying. I really hope you guys can't see it on camera. Well, that went a lot further down the page than I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna go like right there. Anyway. So that's my one good thing a day. And then on this page, I'm gonna do my mood tracker. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's not gonna be very good either because it doesn't want to. Okay. So, how is this gonna work? I think I might. Let's see how bad the Sharpie bleeds. I feel like this is a mistake, but we're gonna own it. I'm hoping that the oxide kind of gives it like a layer of protection. Yeah, it actually does. Cool. So we gotta do 30 sorting hats. The stencil's getting, yeah, it's not bleeding through, so that's a good sign. It's so funny, like the intent, like the original like use of stencils is to trace it, and it is my least favorite way to use a stencil, especially when you have to do it like repeating like this. I'm just like, no, I'm good. Can I just ink this in the future when I know what my mood is for that day? Now this will probably stain my stencil though, so I'm okay with it because I can always grab a new one, but just, you know, for your FYI. And now that I'm looking at it, these are backwards. Goofball. Okay, this is really annoying me. Does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? I know, Angela, you said festival, peanut festival. I'm glad you guys missed out on, what's the name, Lee? Is that the hurricane? That's a massive one. Hi, Maria. How are you? We have been planning and talking about PBC, and if you're here and don't know, Maria's shop, Maria Italian Plans, is also in PBC this round. I'm excited to see all your new stuff. I know, I have so much to do. I started so early, I thought I was on such good track. I think I have so much work to do too. I'm in like a good spot, I think. My biggest thing is that my brain decided that this would be the perfect week to decide to like check out using Shopify. So like my whole site is designed. I'm gonna like not slow launch, but like test it out over PBC. Yeah, COVID's a killer. COVID just like saps everything out of you. I don't even have that excuse. I have no excuse other than I've just been like busy. Got a lot of family stuff the last couple weeks. My nephew's first birthday party was last weekend, and I've just been like go, go, go. I'm in a good place. Like I have all my designs done. I gave everybody a preview of that in a little bit. I'll remind me later. I can message you the thing. I've got it password protected right now. But it's OOTP stencils at .myshopify.com. And eventually, like if I do fully switch to it, I'll do like the domain name and all that. But until I'm ready to like go to it, I didn't want to pay the extra a month for that. So I need to test, like do a test order on it this weekend. And if that works out, I am going to actually slightly use it during PDC. I'm going to sell fan packs, like fandom packs of like some of my wizarding stuff and some of my Disney stuff through there and see how it works and give it a good old little test out. Because I would like to eventually at least have the option of Shopify, because I know some people don't like Etsy as much. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope it works out because I like have never filled an order through there, so I'm gonna do like a test order and see how that works. And I might be messaging you in crisis because I don't know what's going on. I really wanted to do fan tech orders. We'll see. Hopefully it's not too bad. But like I said, I'll send you the password later. I really like how it looks. I think it looks pretty. It looks how I would want it to look at the moment. Like I know there's fancier themes and, you know, fancier ways to do things, and there's a lot of stuff I will add. It is pretty simple to pick up, I think. Monica, who I don't think you met, but you'll meet her probably at CPC, unfortunately, without me. But she has been playing with it for some other stuff. Because there's some stuff that she does for her book, her Bookmas thing, some ordering that she does through there that they require to be able to get like onto the site to order it. They require you to have a Shopify account, so she's setting that up to be able to use with that. And so we were just talking, and I was like, oh, that's fun. I should have a Shopify. And that's how I spent all this week when I should have been doing PVC stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So yeah, I'm excited about it though, because I like really, I think the look is pretty. The sad thing is I just ordered like 2,500 business cards with my Etsy on it, and I'm like, so I can't stop there. Perfect. Okay. So there is the mood tracker and my one line a day. So then next we'll bring in, oops, I just dropped my thing. Put this back. I'm gonna grab my calendar box stencil. Yeah, I've been doing that all week instead of, you know, all the PVC stuff that's actually important right now. And it's become like an obsession that I can't stop doing. Let me use this one, I think. I just realized that my video was behind. 2,500 business cards of my Shopify, or no, my Etsy link. Yeah. You are very behind. Okay. I won't be able to see comments for 1 minute. I'm gonna kind of see where I need to look at a calendar to get this right. Oh, perfect. And then Friday and Saturday in 1 week. I mean, yeah, Friday, Saturday, right? Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. That is not gonna work. We're gonna have to hope this holds out of not bleeding through. So the first, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Sorry guys, there's a chaos. 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. Okay. And then I will line this up on this side and then just do, I should check and make sure this didn't bleed. No, it didn't. Good. Perfect. Sharpie for the win here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Maria, while you're here, maybe you know off the top of your head, because I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. What time does PBC start on Friday? Is it noon or is it 3? I feel like I forget every year. Okay. So now, hang on 1 second. Okay. So now the last thing I will do is also sorry for the noise. Some people, even though they know I'm on a video. So we're gonna add a little bit more brick up top. Okay, and then we're just a little bit more on the bottom too. And this is just kind of just to add like some of the negative space of like distressing it. And again, I'm not too concerned about how like perfect it is. Yeah, I just get stupid. I'm also like, I just don't care. It's so dumb. I'm also like, it's fine. Are you getting excited for all of the things coming up? Because I know I am, for sure. I can't wait. Can't wait to be by a pool in the sun. Actually, that's a lie. I don't like hot weather. Okay, let me grab the last thing on this one I'm gonna do is grab our, I feel like I should put this excited or stressed, both. I'm excited, but I still have a lot to do. Like, I still have to finish all this swag and all this stuff for my make and take, and like obviously that hasn't PVC hasn't helped that. Having to do all the PVC stuff is not having to do it. Obviously I love being in PVC, but having it all at once is, whew, I'm nervous. Gotta get it done. I tend to not ink my letters, but I'm going to this time. I don't really love the bridges on my ink though. I've got so much to do. Are you, you're vending at SGS. Are you vending at CPC too, or are you just attending CPC? Just. I know you're doing a table at both. CPT. Oh, nice. That's exciting. So are you driving to Chicago? That's stressful. So if you're here and you're going to CPC or SGS, make sure you stop by Maria's booth. She'll be vending, and also obviously she's in PVC in order to bring as much stock as possible. Yeah, makes sense. I wish I was going, because you could just send it to me and I could, well, I guess if you're going to send it, you could just send it to CPC though, so that's stupid. That's fun. I'm excited for you. I wish I were going. That's like the one thing I wish I was doing. Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna finish. Well, not finish, I have to do all the things. Let's date it. I know. I'm sad. If it weren't so close, I would. But now that we're doing Italy, I have to like save money and hopefully be able to afford it. I don't know if I'm gonna afford it. Oh, yay. Oh, that's right. Lisa's going. That's so fun. Good. I'm gonna miss Lisa at SGS. I'm sad. I'm sad you guys are gonna be so close. I still want to just like go and show up in Chicago, but you guys are gonna be busy all day, and it's just kind of like, what am I gonna do if you guys are busy all day, you know? I guess I could go and sit at your booth. I could come bend for you while you do all this stuff. 29 and 30. This is Friday, Saturday. If I thought I was going to be remotely ready for SGS by that point, I might think about it. But at this rate, I will not be. So, that's a lie. I want to finish. I was hoping to finish my SGS stuff this weekend, but I am behind. Thank you. Hi, Katie. I didn't see you pop in. Okay, Lance, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, this is how I attach it. I just take one of these and actually I'm gonna bring that mat back. And I just try to go like as evenly in a straight line as possible. I don't know if I'm on the wrong side, that's why. So I usually kind of try to use like the edge of the page as like a guide and just keep the one edge against it. And then again, I try to line it up, and since this page isn't exactly the same size, I do one corner, knowing that I'll do the bottom on the other side as well. And then I just do my best to kind of guide it along, give it a good press, and then I'm gonna leave that there for a minute and do the other side. Homemade pizza, yay! Nice. I love homemade pizza. That's the best. Okay. So once again, I just kind of take a, this is a glue tape, yeah. So this is a Tombow permanent adhesive. There's a ton of different tape runners. I'm trying to think, you could go to like a Michael's or whatever, and there's like a wall of them. This is a Tombow, I just got it as swag from somewhere. But it's glue, it's not like tape. It's called a tape runner, but it's actually glue. It does take so long. That's the thing, we have one of those like uni pizza ovens, and it's like you make one and then you have to wait for another one. And so it's like either everybody's getting like one piece of pizza every like 10 minutes, or like one person's eating, another person's eating, like you're not eating together. So that's kind of the bummer about it. And I don't know how your grill does it differently, if it does it differently or whatever. So again, I just lined it up, put it down, and then give it like a good, like, ooh, something on there. Got some major green on there. Oh well, it's like graffiti on the wall, I guess. So I give it like a good little squeeze rub, and then I will take this, and then I will kind of just let like the page guide me as far as it wants to fold back, and try to go evenly, and then I'll just use my thumbnail and kind of give it a good bone crease. Bone crease, that sounds weird. I don't know if you can see that, but I just folded it back and kind of like saw where it wanted to go without like bending or like starting to pull, and then give it a good crease, and then again continue to kind of like rub and kind of like activate that, and then it kind of gets a good. So I'll kind of hold it and then use my fingers to like make sure I hold it down. I don't want to pull. I mostly just try to clear like my boxes, and then just give it a good little. I use my finger now to kind of like crease it. Give it a good crease. How it went down, yeah. Diamond paint, yay, it's so fun. Do it. Do it, do it. This is, I'm doing September's calendar because I've been ignoring my planner for too long. Not really ignoring it, I just like, thank Thank you. I've done the letters the last couple of years, and like since there's 4 little slots, it just takes forever. And I was like, nope. So then the last thing I'll do, and I don't think I'll do it right now, just because it kind of takes a minute. I might actually just cut out some white paper to fill it, is I'll do the platform 9 3/4 in there. Yeah, you know, and do it like that. So I'll post a picture when I'm done with it. That'll just take too long to do because I like to be kind of precise with it, but there is the inside. So that is my mood tracker. What time is it? 9 o'clock. If you guys are gonna stick around for a while, I'll do my next week layout. If everybody's kind of fading, I'll stop. This was my last 2 weeks ago. And then this was last week. And then I actually did this one last night. It's my nephew's first birthday week. And so I kind of did like a cake. And also it was Thursday and I hadn't planned the week. So it's something super simple and fast. Let's do, we could do one more. I have time. Thank you. That was actually the train layout. On the train, obviously. Yeah, little snookums. He's a cutie pie. His birthday party was last week, but his birthday was yesterday. So when I was like, I need something really quick, and I've never really used my cake layout or cake font. I was like, that would be a fun one. Let's do that. Okay, I can do one of 2 layouts. This one uses the brick. We've already done it, and it probably takes, the actual page probably doesn't take as long, but like this will take longer. Or I could do, oh, I guess I could do a potions one too. I could do a potions one, or I could do Honeydukes, which was really fun. I like Honeydukes. You guys get to choose. Do you want to see the night bus? Do you want to see potions layout? Or do you want to see Honeydukes? I'm gonna let you guys choose because I don't know which one I want to do. Because I think next week, well, this will be next week, and then the week after, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, potions? I was hoping Honeydukes. Let's see what everybody else says. This week, I guess I could do that and just put like, they're all so good. I know. I don't know which one I want to do. This one I did. Whoa, wait, what? It's already been a year since Queen Elizabeth died? Dang. Do the one I like the best. I don't know, I like them all. I just don't think I want to like ink another full page like this. I think I'm gonna do, we've done potions, that's true. I have done potions, I think, a couple times on the live. Night Bus or Honeydukes? I'm trying to think. Well, we just did bricks. We just did use this whole bricks one. That's true. It does flow with the birthday page. And it's so fun colors. Let's do this one. Let me pull out the stencils I need for that. Plus, it's a good timing because Honeydukes is one of the stencils that'll be hopefully here for our fandom sale. For those of you who weren't here earlier, I went through all of my PVC stuff, and I will before I get off of here again a second time. But basically, I decided, I'll spin it in the most chaotic way possible, that I haven't tested it out, so it's not 100% set in stone yet, but as long as everything with my test run goes okay, I will be having fandom packs, just certain sets of some of our like previously released stencils, available on my Shopify, my new Shopify website that isn't even open yet. If my test run goes well, I'm gonna have it up and available for you guys to, if you want to order some of the fandom items, packs, think I have 3 Harry Potter ones, and like 11 Disney-ish ones. So I've got next week. How it's gonna go is Tuesday, there's gonna be our Christmas release. Thursday is gonna be our release of our like vintagey staples. Like there's some really good like stapley items in there. And then Saturday and Sunday, as long as my test run goes well, the only thing that will be on the Shopify is just the fandom packs. Because I'm doing a separate site, like you can't order with regular stuff, I will combine one Etsy order and one Shopify order. I won't combine Etsy orders. I would prefer not to combine Shopify orders. But because, like I said, because I'm making you go to a different site, I'll combine orders and refund the shipping on Etsy just because I know how to do it on Etsy. So if you order, like you're ordering other stuff and you want to order fandom stuff. So that's how I will do that. I'll run through, like I said, I'll run through some of this stuff when I'm done with this layout. Hopefully it won't take too long so I can do it pretty quickly. But there are 14 winter and Christmas ones, and including some layout ones, which I know people have asked for, specifically Maria. And then there are, I think 8 kind of stapley basic ones that are like, one is just like a complete layout stencil. Like it is just boxes and you get the anti-stencil and the regular stencil. There are coffee stains and coffee rings, which is super fun. There is, I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, well, winter-y. I mean, it's more Christmas. I don't think there's anything that's really like winter. I'm a Christmas girl though, so like you give me Christmas and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do Christmas. I don't want to do winter yet. I don't know if I'll even do winter. I don't like winter that much. All right. And lastly, we're taking that we need. And then I also need, oh, I need the jelly beans one too. So let me pull that out. I'm trying to be good. Before, like, I kind of went on the chaotic of not doing anything, not doing any lives. I was so chaotic and messy that, like, I wasn't putting anything away. And I just had this pile of binders and stencils, and it took me a long time to clean them, not clean them, but, get them back in their right places and all of that. So I'm gonna try to be better about it. So even if I have to do it while I'm on live talking to you guys, I'm gonna have to do it like that. I think this is the one I used for that. Just to get used to this, because I don't think I usually use this one very often. Nope, that is not it. Maybe it's, oh, it's the candy cane striped one, but this would actually probably be better, but that has more white space, which I think is probably preferable. So let's do that one. Christmas. Oh, and I wanted to grab an anti-stencil too. I must have just missed it in the first go around of the other one. It's a good flip through of all of our Christmas. Well, I guess it's not even on the camera, so not a good flip through of it. Alright, let's get our basics. Anti-stencils in here. Oh, and since you guys are, I don't think I mentioned this when you guys were on, if you're looking to get anything on Etsy this weekend, either from my shop or not, Etsy itself is running a sale. If you use the code GET5, you get $5 off an order of $25 or more, pre-shipping, I believe. And that's across, like, qualifying stores. I don't know what the qualifying caveat is, but what's cool about that is that the retailer will still get, like, the full amount of the sale. Etsy is the one that's covering it. So if you wanted to grab anything that's, like, normally not discounted, it might be a good time to grab it. Definitely check out and make sure it, like, is working. But, like, you know, my albums usually aren't on sales, but I believe they should be working with that code. Or, like, if there's a shop that doesn't really do discounts that often, you might be able to take advantage of that. So if you're ordering on Etsy this weekend, just beware. I think it's through Sunday. So Etsy, like, is doing the $5. So, like, I would still get, like, all $25, say. Or the shop, whatever the shop owner is, would get all $25. And then, but you would only pay the $20. So if you're ordering on Etsy this weekend, for anybody, not just my shop, make sure you use code GET5, because you will hopefully get $5 off. Or at least try it. And like I said, it's a good time to pick up things that don't usually get included in discounts, like my albums. Okay. So I've taped up our anti-stencil, and I'm just going to line it up kind of where I want it. And for this, I kind of just look and see, like, I know I want stripes, a lot of striped area. So, okay. Oh, I need the frog candy one too. Hang on 1 second. Let me grab that too while I'm thinking about it. Let's see what's else. I hope it's in here. It might be in my... Okay, sorry, I'm just looking for the Choco Froggas. That don't seem to be anywhere, apparently. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. There they are. Got them. Okay. So, the next thing I'm going to do, I did with the Honeydukes logo, what I did was I actually, do I need another album? I need to make some lists for PVC. Yes. So many good shops in it, including Maria's shop and my shop and Peanut Butter Taco. All awesome stores. And mine. Lots of fun stuff coming. Alright. So because this is a diagonal, it's a little bit harder to use on this, which is why I was thinking about using the other one, but we're gonna make it work. Definitely a lot of tape for this. There's always so many good stores in PVC. Yes, Maria made a shopping list, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna do it the same way, like green on one side. I'm trying to remember, I think I used the evergreen bow. Maria, feel free to post that in my group too if you want. Or like here, I don't know if you can link a picture to it live, but feel free to if you can. All right, This one is a little tenuous to use, so I always like to hold my hand on it when I'm using it because these lines really move. And then I will also like be very vigilant to like go up and down and not side to side, because otherwise you'll get a lot of overspray, underspray. I actually take this off because I feel like it's kind of like preventing me from pulling down on it. I'm kind of gonna like pull down on this to hold it in place. And definitely kind of make sure it's always in place. Yeah, feel free. I need to save it anyway, so it'll save me from finding it in the PVC group again. Yeah, I don't use this one very often. It's like really, like, honestly, one of the first couple of stencils I ever made. So it's like one that I thought through the using experience way less than a lot of them. It's probably one that needs an update. Oh my god. Okay. So it would have been a lot better if I would have done it like horizontally, where I could use the entire thing in one side. I'm gonna kind of just continue to line up as I go. And actually, one thing that'll make it, sorry, I put this in my mouth while I'm talking, which is so dumb. I just twisted this entire piece of washi too. Okay. One of the things that you can help stabilize it is just putting a piece of washi across of it and kind of like, now I remember why I didn't like when I made this the first time, and I was like, never again. And now I'm like, I want to do that one because it's so pretty. Because this was a pain. But it's good to see these ones in use. Because you're right, I don't use this very often. But yeah, if you do this, it'll like stabilize it more. This is probably, God, how long have I been? I've been in business like 5.5 years. This is probably at least 5 years old, this stencil. So like I said, this was probably one of the first ones that I like really didn't think about like the, like now I like actually think about like when I ink, how is this gonna work? When I, you know, trace it, how is it gonna work? So this is one of the first ones that I didn't have that thought process in. So it's not as easy to use as other ones. I think if I were to do this again, I would, or if I were to like redesign it, I'd put like a bar across it and just have it have a bar that you had to move around. Maybe, I don't even know. Or just make it horizontal so you don't have to move the page 10 times. Although like if you're doing it this way, like that is horizontal, you know what I mean? If you're using it as a candy cane, I guess, like yours technically, it's supposed to be like a candy cane stencil. I guess technically, like that is the way it would go instead of, okay. But yeah, if you lay washi across it to kind of stabilize it, that works too. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There's so many good shops in PVC. Oh my goodness. I'm drawing a blank on them all now. Maria's obviously. Oh my god. I know there's like a ton of my favorite ones, and I am just obviously all like the mod shops, which are amazing. Veronica's, which is Moxie Chick Studios, Lauren Phelps Designs, No White Space Stickers, A Little Spark, Sarah K Creates. I feel like I'm blanking on these names. I know Sweet Bean, I think Sweet Bean Plans is in this one. Trying to think who else. Like I said, Peanut Butter Taco, Maria's shop, Maria Italian Plans, Harry Potter Vellum. You know, a lot of people have stopped doing vellum in general. Sweet Bean Plans. Yeah, I think so too. I'm trying to think. I don't even know if anybody's even doing vellum. I couldn't tell you a vellum shop off the top of my head. I would check check Paper House. I'm not even sure. I really don't know. I don't know that they do vellum, but if anybody has Harry Potter, it's probably them. You could also check, oh, who did I get my Disney stuff from? They might have Harry Potter. They were in PVC recently. There are a lot of great shops this round. I'm trying to think of vellum-wise, though. I couldn't tell you anybody on PVC that has vellum, but... yeah, you know, Megan doesn't do it anymore. Dana's out of that. She doesn't have her shop anymore. I don't even know. The only shops I ever really bought vellum from don't do vellum anymore, or don't even have shops anymore, so I couldn't even tell you. There's one shop I bought vellum that I believe is still in business. I bought Disney vellum from them, though, not Harry Potter. So I don't even know if they have Harry Potter. Have you tried just doing like a generic like search on Etsy? I'm assuming you have. The castle and the Hogwarts train. I think that was Dana that did that. God, I can't even think the name of her stuff. Okay, I got like this little like over stencil. I don't know. I'm gonna kind of put one green line there. Oh, I think actually Megan might have done that vellum. She doesn't have a shop anymore. Which is sad. I liked her vellum. I think vellum just went out of vogue for so long that a lot of the places that did vellum just were done or like switched gears. Oh, Lauren did vellum, but I don't think she's ever done Harry Potter stuff. Lauren definitely has done vellum. I forgot about our shop doing vellum. However, like I said, I don't think she's ever done any Harry Potter stuff. If you have a printer, vellum is actually like super easy to make. Quality vellum, I don't know. I don't know where you get that from, but you can get just vellum paper and print it. I know that's not like the easy answer, but if you draw a blank completely. I have bought some vellum. I haven't used it though. I haven't done it yet. My intention was to make like a Taylor Swift. I'm trying to remember what color I used for this. It's gotta be very bubblegummy. Probably this one. Yeah, for sure. It's either spun sugar. I think it's this one. Yeah, I really don't know as far as Harry Potter. I would check, the first place I would check, which you probably already have, is Paper House Productions. And then, what was the other one? Conquest Journals, I think. You could also post in the Harry Potter group and ask if anybody sells vellum or knows of any shops that sell Harry Potter vellum. That might be the best way, because honestly, like I couldn't even tell you a shop that sells vellum as like their main thing. I think, like I said, so many, like, vellum was like in rage for a hot minute, and it was like right as Megan started her shop. And then I think very quickly it fell off because people went away from TNs. And so once people went away from TNs, I think like, I think it fell off. You also may want to put, if you're doing it now, before I get off of live, Cynthia, you might want to put like admin approved. Just because some of our admins might think you're like asking people to share their shops, and I don't care if people share their shops anymore. The group's not active enough to care about it anymore. It used to be too active for everybody to be promoting their shops every 5 seconds. But I would just put admin approved just to know. Or you can put Courtney approved, whatever. Okay. you've never tried vellum, it's actually really easy to print. Again, I don't have like a quality vellum, so I don't know how easy it is, but it's pretty intense, especially. Okay, I'm gonna actually take some washing and put it over this green, just so I don't, I should have done in the first place on this side of the page. Yeah. Yeah, I would just post. I think that'd be the first thing I did. Or the next thing I did, I guess. I wish Megan was still in business. Hers was really cute. I liked hers a lot. I wish Jane was still in business. I liked hers a lot. This might not be quite the color I wanted. I don't think spun sugar is too. I don't think it's this one either, though. I'm so confused what color I used. It's definitely not that color. Maybe it was spun sugar. Oh, what the heck? Is it this? No, that's too purple. That's too lilac. What color did I use? This one? Oh, that's too orange. Let's try this one, I guess. No, that's not right. Oh my goodness. I'm so confused right now. What color could it have been? It's not lipstick. Is it lipstick? It might be lipstick. That doesn't. No, that's definitely not it. Goodness. This is gonna drive me nuts. I think I'm just gonna go with Kitsch Flamingo. Maybe I'll try a clean brush. Maybe that'll help. Well, it's the color we're going with. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. I think I just had too much stuff on my other brush. There's some things that I'm like super picky about the color, and some things I'm like, eh, it's close enough. This apparently is one of the things. It is it? Yeah, yes. It is Flamingo. Just make sure you have a clean brush. Because I was like looking at like all the ink on the side, and I'm like, that's the color I want, but that's not the color that came out of it when I tried. It's definitely Flamingo though. Give this a one over, hopefully to kind of dull out the brightness on this side too. It is a pretty pink. It was coming up like a little more orange because of whatever color I had on the brush before it, and that's like the danger of if you use the same brush over and over. But usually I like don't care enough or like I don't have a very specific color set in my head. But for Honeydukes, I'm like, it has to be that pink. It's not that pink, it's not right. It's not gonna look right. This was kind of my thought process in making my own site randomly from like a 2-second comment from one of my other friends that decided or has been working on a site for like months and talking about it for months, about the class they've been taking for months to make their Shopify site. And I was like, ooh, sounds fun. Let's do it. And I like went on, and I mean, hers is going to be immaculate, like everything she does. And mine is going to be, it's pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. But like hers is so, I mean, I haven't seen hers, but I know hers is going to be pristine. And it's, you know, not for, specifically for her shop, it's for other stuff, but she was saying something, she was like, it's just funny that like you were just like, hey, I think I'll do a site, and I've been like working on this, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much our personalities though. Like, you're like, you know all your moves that you're making, and you're very, not calculated, but like you're very thoughtful about things, and I'm like, sounds fun, let's do it. Is my shop live? No. It's not gonna be, everything won't be on it at this time. When it goes live for PVC, if it goes live, it's gonna just be the fandom packs and no other stencils. You can, it's password protected, but you can go to it. It's ootpstencils.myshopify.com. So you can kind of get the vibe for a second, but it's password protected. And I just don't want, I mean, I would be happy to let you have the password, but I don't want to take any orders, so I don't want to like say it on a live in case random people are here. I need to test an order before I take a real order. I'm gonna have one of my friends fake order so I can see the whole process and make sure it's like something I want to do, potentially a few of with the fandom packs. But if you really want to see it, you can message me and I'll give you the password. Just don't order from it. Because like right now it's got all of my current listings on it. I will say that if you tried like any of the obvious, you would probably get it and get into it. So that's the only hint I'll give you. It's a very obvious one. And it's not like Ohio State or anything. It's obvious. Obvious in like the way that like a hacker would be like, dude, what the fuck? Because I'm kind of like, if somebody random wants to hack into it and like see it and order from me, like go ahead. I screwed up on this somehow. I don't know how it got off base. Oh well, one of these is gonna be extra thick. Are you laughing because you got it, or are you laughing because it's my randomling? Yeah, that one's thick. We're just gonna have to put a jelly bean over it or something. Okay. So there's stripes. And then I'm going to around this. Oh, I mean, I could very easily have done that, but it's very obvious with my shop. Like, that kind of obvious. Not like obvious, like you have to know me kind of obvious. Like, not what you would put knowing me obvious, what you would put just based on, like, my shop name. Like, that kind of obvious. Like I said, if somebody wants to order and take the risk of not getting their order because I don't know how to work Shopify, like, whatever. Just go ahead. Don't get mad at it. I don't send your order, though. Okay. So now we are gonna, let's do our froggies. I'm not saying no, Maria. If somebody wants to order, whatever. You're not getting your order if you order. Yes. That is it. Just don't order. Go to Etsy and save $5 if you want to order. teaching about good password creation, I'm a terrible at it. That was in no intention trying to be good at password creation. That was like, you know, whatever. If somebody orders, somebody orders. I just never intended to really share it, honestly. That wasn't trying to be like good at password creation. That was just wanting to password protect it, as in like, I just don't want like people finding it and ordering it randomly and thinking it's like a functional site. Now with the caveat, if you go and look at it and there's something you see that's like glaringly wrong, you have to let me know. I need to know so I can fix it. So now I'm just adding my froggies. I'm going to kind of do them randomly in here. And you do kind of have to add a bit. Everything that is active right now will not be active for the sale, other than the princess pack, I think is on there somewhere. I love this little chocolate frog stencil. It's so fun. Doesn't seem to wanna. I'm just gonna kind of add these wherever. And I did this on the page I did last year, and I think I'll do it again, but maybe add a couple more. And again, I still definitely recommend you use washi to tape this down. I'm just being really dumb right now, because it's been a long week and I'm still gonna work for a couple hours before I go to bed. So let's take this down. But yeah, my site, I am loving it. I love the colors. I love the vibe of it. We'll see. I definitely won't leave Etsy. I would probably just have both active for different things. I just realized that I'm gonna put like a little chocolate frog going into this. That would be really cute. So I do this, and I know when it comes to it, I'm like, why did I just take up half my box with a stupid frog? Because it looks cute. Okay, so that's gonna be the froggy. Thank you. I love it. I think it's like exactly what I would think for like a first site, a basic site. You know, I'll eventually, if I do fully switch or like going on it like hardcore, I'll do like blog posts and do kind of you know, other stuff on there. But until then, I really like where it's at. I think it's cute. I think it's me. I think it fits the vibe of my store, which is an important part of it. Your neighbors are having a party, and you're like, I am on Facebook watching somebody plan. And I'm like, I am on Facebook planning like a doofus. Whatever, I like it. Okay, what else do I want to do? I'll do the sugar quill. When I did this last year, I did this like doubling thing on there, and I think I want to do it again too. So I'm gonna get all the ink in first, and then do that to quiet down, go to bed. That's funny. You're like, you just woke me up, Mom. Thanks. Thanks for waking me up and telling me to quiet down. That's something my mom would totally do. She'd be like, shut up, you're being too loud. I'll be like, I am sleeping, Mother. Thank you. Okay, and now we will kind of spill the beans. I'm gonna put this down more to cover. I'm gonna do kind of like a waterfall-y type across here, and I'll just use random colors and random placements, really. Oh no, I'm super random, always. I told you I started a Shopify site because one of my friends was like, I'm doing it and I'm working on this and it's stressful and it's taken me months, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna do it too. And that's how I spent the week that I was supposed to be planning and working on PVC stuff. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I'm always super random. But like I said, people have been asking for fandom packs and to do more of those. So it's a good way to try too. We'll see how it goes. It really is. Like, we were talking about this and she's like, you have your entire thing set up. And I'm like, yep. And she's like, yeah, I'm taking a class on this and I've been working on it for months. However, like I said, hers will be immaculate. Like, when it's ready to go, it's going to be perfect. And mine will have flaws. But I have flaws, so I'm okay with it. I figure there's no time like the present to test it out with PVC. Can I go back and ask? I must have missed, but how is it that you do? Oh yeah, I'll show you in just a minute. The Honeydukes one, I am gonna actually cut out on a piece of paper and color it and glue it in. The 9 3/4 one, you could totally do that. You could totally cut it out and, and honestly, it's probably the easier way because that like white is going to be a lot to put on. I don't know if I'm going to do it actually. I'm going to do more up here because I got some overspray there. But I'm just gonna color it, I guess. Probably with like an acrylic paint pen. Okay, so now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of like do this like doubling effect of it, which I really enjoy. So I kind of offset it and then trace it to give it like a, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like a poorly colored in look, but it's intentional. Okay. That one's not wanting to work, so we're gonna switch it to a little thicker one. Okay. And I'm gonna do this for everything. I'm gonna do it for all the jelly beans. I'm not gonna do it for the frogs, but I'm gonna do it like for the slugs and the quills as well too. So kind of like put it a little off center. And you can do some like closer to like actually being right, and then some like a little farther away. It's kind of just a vibe. And we'll do the slugs too. I wanted to do those as well. Like it allows you to actually see what they're supposed to look like a little bit better too. But still get the fun color. I do too. I really love that look. And it's like so random, but I love it. Okay. Now I do want to kind of try to erase this little spillage a little bit. It's probably not going to work, but especially this green and this white outline. Yeah, I do really like the Honeydukes layout. It's one of my favorites. I say that for everything though. Everything is one of my favorites. Okay. I'm just gonna use this printer. Oh, maybe not. Here's stuff on both sides. I'm just gonna take some printer paper. This has my listing of all the fandom packs I'm doing. Or part of it. I'm gonna cut a little chunk. And then I will, I guess that was the flamingo one, right? Catch flamingo. I'm gonna kind of give a good, let's get better. Alright, this might not be thick enough actually. It's probably not. It's gonna get like a weird look, so we'll do a little thicker of a cardstock. Nothing wants to build this color. Okay, take 3. Let's just do a dot grid. That should do a little bit better. This color just doesn't want to come out. Alright, let me see if that will cover the Honeydukes logo. And we gotta make it a little bit wider. This is definitely a lot longer than I was planning on staying on tonight. Whew. That's okay, I'll have next week done, which is like huge. Okay, so then I'm just gonna put the Honeydukes logo down, and I am gonna tape this time. I'm not like super concerned about like if the other stuff kind of comes in because I'm going to cut it anyway. But I'm going to cut like a little bit of a, oh yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so now I'm going to take that same color I used, which I believe was Evergreen Bow. And I'm just going to give it a good. So like there's this way to do it, which is honestly probably the smarter way to do the platform 9 3/4. But I'm gonna be stubborn because I can be, and do it the way that I had planned on doing it. Because why not? Okay, so then all I'm gonna do is try to keep like a straight line on these angles at least. And then I will just take pull everything out of here so you can kind of see how it's coming together. This is when things start getting messy. And then I'll do the same thing as I do with my other stuff. I will just take a tape runner, a steam tape runner, and I will try to get like all of, or most of the back of this. And then I do kind of want to, because it's going to go in my bullet journal, and I don't want it to stick to the other side, I'm going to kind of rub off the edges of this because I don't want them to stick. And then I'm just gonna do my best to place it straight. And then I will make an outline in black because I think that'll make it stand out better. More incorporated for sure. Ugh, I did that. Perfect. Oh well, I'm leaving it. Thank you. And then I'll just do the same kind of finishes on it that I always do. You know, count. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and draw my line here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's fun to put together. Like sometimes it's fun to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Like I said, it's a good time because as long as I do the fandom packs, and I just realized these ones should have been traced better. The Honeydukes stencil will be in one of the Harry Potter fandom packs, so good time to pick it up. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, perfect. Okay. So then the last thing I will do is, I'm going to grab, I think I'll do pink and green. So the 18th is Monday. Tuesday Wednesday, Thursday, we'll do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and notes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll okay, almost done, promise. Got the right dates. That's the 18th, not the 19th. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and to do. Okay, so there is that layout. I am gonna put, I guess not, because it's on the other side, I think. My bag with all my stickers that I was planning on using, but I'll plan this myself and I'll post pictures and everything. It's funny, actually, now that I'm looking at this, when I did this, it is so funny. Because if you look at this, because I was like, oh, I need to use one of Maria's sale stickers. Somebody must have made Planner Boss Collective sale ones I spent. And this is literally, it's the same spread. That's so funny. Okay. So back to this one. How I will do this is that, I'm gonna actually bring this back and look at it. I'm gonna kind of look at it. And then trying to think, this isn't a very good red in here. I'm thinking this white is pretty good. Hoping this circle is a good size. Actually, that's gonna be perfect. So I'm just gonna actually use this circle and give myself a border here. And the circle on the thing came from, I've been working on a set of circle anti-stencils. So that's where the actual like pattern that was blocked out came from. Thank you, Atlanta Harris Tour sticker that I haven't used yet. This white is clearly not that good. Oh yeah, it's not bad. So I'm just gonna take acrylic paint and color in this white circle. Okay, so while I'm doing this, let me talk you through, and I will go through all the actual PVC stencils in a minute when I'm done with this, but let me go through everything. So PVC sale starts Friday the 22nd. Again, I'm blanking on the time. I can't remember if it's 3:30 or noon. I could actually look it up on my iPad, I guess, but I'm not going to. If Maria, if you're here and you know the time, feel free to chime in. I will post all this in the group, like all the actual details of it in the group. Whatever time it starts, the first 20 orders are going to get a sampler pack of other shops. I have samplers from Maria. I will have samplers from Monica from Peanut Butter Taco. I'm trying to think who else. I have a bunch of different shops I have samplers from. I think there's like 10 or so. I don't know either, clearly. So, you know, not judging. I've got a lot of, so there's like 10 shops I have samplers from, and that'll be for the first 20 orders, total. I'm trying a little different this year. Like, I'm not going to do the, like, first incentive on each day. I'm going to just do it for the wholesale. And then instead of that, I did some more tiered freebies. And I'll pull those out again too. Actually, you know what? This is not, I'm gonna have to find a different acrylic marker because this is just not it. Not doing it for me. I might honestly just cut it out in paper. You know what? Actually, I'm looking at this. This is cut out in paper too, so I'm gonna probably just do that. I'm giving up on that. But there's our cute monthly again. Let me pull out all the stuff. I will finish this off and post it on Instagram and all that too. And I'm in the group. So yeah, so everybody will get a standard cute little ghosty freebie. If you've seen the ghosties stencil, 5 of our freebies are bigger versions of those ghosts, just the ghosts, not like the outside either. Everybody will get one of the ghosts, as every order will get one of those ghosts, and then the rest are tiered. And I will show you. I don't have, like, they're not like one tier is this ghost, one tier is this ghost. Every $15 starting at $30 will be a different one of the ghosts, up to getting all 4 of them at $75, I believe. And then there's a tiered freebie at $15. There's also obviously the free shipping on Etsy at, I think it's $35. And then at $100, there's a cute little stocking. I'll show you this in just a second. Give me a second to finish trying to, like I said, I'm trying to be good about cleaning up. So I'm going to clean up while I talk real quick. So I'll show you all the freebies in a minute. I also have, I'll show you all the new releases as well. Everything is ready. Tonight, one of the things I need to do is take pictures. So as soon as I get off of here, that's what I'm going to be doing, is starting to take those pictures that I need to take for the listings. And then after that, like, it's a lot of, like, work that I need to do, but it's not as important, other than I need to put together my prize for the PBC Live. If you're new to PBC or to my shop, Tabitha from No White Space, every PBC does a Saturday night live where she, our shop owners, if we want to, we can send in prizes from our shops, and she puts them together in usually like 3-ish boxes, just full of goodies from all the shops. And she'll go through, on the live, she'll go through and like showcase it. Like, she'll showcase, I usually send an album with stencils, which is what I'm planning on this year, and I think I'm gonna also try to send a couple other like little packs, smaller packs, of the fandom packs too, so I can spread more love. So that's kind of what I still have to do for PVC. That's like I need to do, and then the rest of it is like, you know, getting all my graphics ready, getting prepped, getting, you know, hopefully getting all my currently outstanding orders fulfilled before that. So it's not like too bad. Like, I'm in a good place, but not a great place, I guess. Before the website, I probably would have been ready. I wanted to have my SGS make and take stuff completely done, which is not yet, and my swag's not done yet either. So that was kind of where I've fallen behind a little bit more than I wanted to. But like, if I had to start PVC today, I could. I just need to take pictures and post the listings. So I'm like in an okay place, but I'm not in a great place yet. And I want to get the prizes out. I was hoping to get them out tonight. I don't know that I will, because there's a lot to be doing. And actually I might, just because I might, pull a late night tonight and get some of that done. We'll see. was on here a lot longer than I wanted, but I wanted to get these two done, so at least I did that. Oh no. CPC is in for me. SGS is not. And I don't even know the deadline on that, so. Diana, if you're watching this, forgive me. Sorry. I wanted to send my make and take and my swag at the same time, though, so we shall see. Might not be able to. I have to send my swag first. Okay, so let's go over freebies first. Okay. So, like I said, most of the freebies are bigger versions of the ghosties. So this is the stencil everybody will get. First orders Friday will also get, the first 20 orders Friday will also get the sampler pack from other shops. And then at $15, this is my favorite one. Y'all know I'm a Taylor Swift girly, and I've been obsessed with making friendship bracelets. So at $15, everybody, after the discount, before shipping, we'll get a little friendship bracelet, and these beads glow in the dark. So fun. And then at $30, every $15, so at 30, 45, 60, and 75, you'll get one of these 4 ghosts. And then if you order if you order 70, you'll get all 4. You won't get like, one of these isn't the $30 ghost, you know what I mean? But like if you order, they'll all be separate to your tiers. And then at $100 is the little stacking. So that is the freebies for PBC. Or those are, that is. But the friendship bracelet is my favorite, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I put it for the lowest tier, because it's so fun, and I love making friendship bracelets. The stocking is really cute. It was kind of my like last minute one. Okay, so that is that. Let's see, what is this? This is fall. You guys have all seen the fall. There's the Halloween borders. This is already out. The fall harvest one, the pumpkin patch one. I have an idea for a craft, and I'm gonna go and hopefully try to find the stuff for it tomorrow and be able to do it on the PBC live next week, because this would be so fun. And this specific stencil is like, would be perfect for it. Like I said, these are all out already, so I'm just gonna kind of quickly go through the skeletons. That's my favorite. I love the mushrooms too. And the falling leaves, skull and bones, 3 different wreaths, bone fonts, and then here is the smaller version of the ghosties, and you get the ghost inserts as well too. Okay, those are already in the shop. I just wanted to run through, since like technically when I was designing, that was like part of PVC stuff. I just broke this release up because I didn't want it to be more overwhelming than my releases usually are. Okay, so now how I'm gonna do this is winter stuff or Christmas stuff will be released on Tuesday, and then Thursday is gonna be the second part. So I'll show you guys the Christmas stuff first. Pull this all out. There's a lot of little pieces. Okay, this goes with that. This stuff all goes with that. Okay, so first off, I know I love those so much. These are 2 different layout stencils, but they go perfectly together. Like I designed them to be like one layout because I think that is like super fun. But you definitely can buy them separately. You will also get all of the anti-stencil boxes. I just don't want to pull them all out. There's somewhere they're like mixing with a bunch of other ones that you'll see in a minute. So you'll get all of the anti-stencil boxes, including the gift box, and somewhere in here is the chimney guy, our little chimney guy insert that you can make the detail there too. So these are the quick, fun, easy, really quick bullet journal layouts. Like these are great, but you can also use these as like, you don't have to use this as this layout. You can just use the lights, or you could just use the side tree, or just use the gift, or just use the chimney guy, or just use the gift, whatever. So there are those. I love it. I love this. Like this is one I wasn't designing until I was. And then when I was designing it, I was like, yes, this is probably my favorite. Okay. the Build Your Own Snow Globe. And then with that, you will get lots of little pieces. So you'll get the snow globe, so you can put like, you know, make your circle. And then the insert in the snow globe comes with the Christmas tree. But you'll also get the snowman and the gingerbread man and the candy cane. So like your snow globe could just be a candy cane, or it could just be the snowman, or it could just be the gingerbread man, or it could be something totally different that you have a different stencil of, or you just want to draw. So that's the Build Your Own Snow Globe. Okay. And then I know people love the Christmas sweater pattern one, so this is just the winter sweater pattern one. So this is kind of just a Christmassy version with the trees. I love the snow globe too. And then this is the candy cane and dots pattern, and you'll also get 3 of these the full candy cane ones. So when you're inking, if you want to add those in and do the details on them, on each of the candy canes, you can just kind of use the full ones to block out different parts of the partial ones. Okay, and then this is the full-size version of the Down the Chimney, which is fun. You can use a tracker as a background, you know, do this in the background, put Christmas pictures in there, use it for journaling, all that kind of stuff. And then kind of in the trend of the 2-piece ones, this is Christmas Eve Town Village. I think it's called it Village. But you have your 2 pieces, so you have Santa delivering to all the houses on Christmas. Okay, which Maria, good person to have here. Where do you guys in Norway say that Santa lives? Is it true you guys say he's from Lapland and not the North Pole? I heard this the other day, that Europeans say that he lives in Lapland, and I'm like, but it's the North Pole. Anyway, Christmas ornament pattern, which I thought was really cute with the different shapes of ornaments. And then the gingerbread swirls. I love me a good gingerbread man. And then the Christmas tree doodles. And then this one I really like, the angel pattern. Okay, good. So good job, Norway. I thought it was somebody from Scandinavia, but it might have been the UK. But they were like, yeah, Santa's from Lapland, and I'm like, no, he's from the North Pole. Anyway, peace, joy, love pattern. Like, this is a fun background pattern too. And then we have the joy wreath. You can like get rid of the joy and just use the wreath, or just use a joy, whatever. And then Build Your Own Village, kind of inspired by the Christmas Eve one. You'll also get all the house inserts to make like the different shape. There's like different shaped windows and like doors and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so you'll get all the houses that insert into there as well. And I mean, that's not technically really like specifically Christmas, but it gives me Christmas vibes. Like, little towns give me Christmas vibes, so it's a Christmas stencil now. I'll probably end up putting it with like the basic stuff though, to be honest. Okay, that's all the Christmas stuff. That's everything that'll come out on Tuesday. Okay, and finally, this next set is like half like basics and half like vintage vibes. So I was calling it staples for now. Yeah, this one specifically was kind of inspired by Maria. He was talking about just wanting like basic layouts. I've had some other people request like basic layouts. So this is our first journaling basics layout one stencil. You will also get, that's not the right one for this, but I have it somewhere in here. You will also get all of the anti-stencils for this. So like all of these squares, you will get the blockers for. I'm just not, they're all like, I put all the like little pieces together, which was a mistake. So you'll get all the different pieces for that. So that's the first of probably many if those go well. Okay, next, I'm trying to like save my favorite for last. Another journaling basics with just some like standard banners. With the new year coming up, people are going to start bullet journaling, so I wanted to do some like standard basic-y type staples. This one's kind of like a cross between Christmas and basics. It's just the tagged set. So a couple different kinds of tags. You'll also get the tag anti-stencils to add in there. And just be able to, like, you know, make banner boxes, like boxes of tags. Like, this is a good Christmas one to put like little tags, like gift tags as a layout. Using the anti-stencils would be cute, and using like one of the background patterns, and then using the anti-stencils to block that, and then using these as the boxes would be cute. So like I said, it's kind of a cross between Christmas and basics, but we're going with basics for now on that one. Okay. And then this one, which I think would be really fun to do an entire page of like a really bright fun color, and then do this pattern over it with like black so the color like pops through. So this is a crackled pattern. And then these last four are by far my favorite. If you are following Alex, I think her handle is AlexBK on Instagram. I usually repost her stuff. She did with this one. It's so fun. It's like a standard, like a generic script. Like, I can't read what it says, but it's like a fun background scripty. And then my final three. These two are, I've been meaning to do coffee stain rings forever. So coffee stains and coffee rings. Fun splatter pattern of, you know, you can put on a lot of different spreads to make it look like, oopsie, I spilled my coffee. And then finally, this one's my favorite. You will get all the pieces, including the anti-stencils. So there's the anti-stencils of the torn. This is our ripped edges or torn edges, I think I called it. And then the edges are also stencils. So like, let my planner back. I could use the edge and ink this edge for that, or ink it for that shape, or I can, you know, kind of like move it all around and have different shapes that I could, you know, ink in different, so like the same edge can give you a lot of different shapes. Or do it like across the bottom. You know, you can move it around and use different parts of it. And then the inside is also different torn edges. And again, you get the blockers. So like if you wanted to do, like if I wanted to do a brick pattern and like have a piece that looks like it's torn out, I could put this down and then do the brick pattern over it. Or like the crackled one, that would be perfect for to do like a bright pink background, or even like a bright like rainbow background, and then put a couple of these down to like have them torn out pieces and then do the crackle over it. That would look so cool. So yeah, this is my favorite by far. I love it so much. So that is the torn edges one. And that's it. That is the PVC release. I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys like it. Everything will be 25% off next weekend for the sale. I showed you all the freebies. Most likely I will also have the fandom packs on Saturday and Sunday only on my Shopify. I will combine one Shopify order with one Etsy order. I don't combine Etsy orders during the sale. It just gets too chaotic. But because I'm like directing you off site for something else, I will refund shipping on one Etsy order if you're ordering on Shopify as well. Just to let it be fair. So yeah, that's it. And if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I'm gonna run off here because I really need to go to the bathroom. I've been holding it for a while. Didn't think this live was gonna last that long. I drank too much iced tea at dinner. But yeah, so thank you guys for being here. Thanks for giving me motivation to finally get my September monthly done, my next weekly done. Like ahead of the game now. Not really ahead of the game, but you know. Yeah, that's about it. I will be back here next Friday night. Probably 7:30, but not quite sure exactly what time. And then I will be live in the PBC group on Sunday, probably again 7:30, but not sure exactly what time. Maybe another time next week. I don't know. Maria, if you're around, if you want to do a live next week at some point, let me know. We can do it in my group. We can do it in your group. I don't care. Yes, go Bucks. God, we've been struggling. I'm scared about next weekend. Maybe I should go live during the game so I don't have to watch it. We're going to get our butts beat. And it's not going to be pretty because all my family are Wolverines. Oof. Oh well. been worth it for the last 20 years, to be honest. Anyway, go Bucks. Hopefully we just have like Western Kentucky or something tomorrow, right? Nothing big. Next weekend's gonna be the one that's gonna hurt. Anyway. All right. You guys have a good night. Again, ask any questions in the group. Thanks for being here and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for checking out my site. If there's anything on there that, if there's anything on that website that you see that's like needs fixed, let me know. But yeah, thanks guys. Have a good night.